again at the S&P 500 as we get ready to trade Tuesday, October 6th. I keep getting confused. It's October 6th tomorrow. This is our simplified daily chart. I put a bull fork on here because we have some good swing points on the chart right now, and that's what you look for when you want to lay down a fork on top of your daily time frame chart. So I use this back test low and tag of the 10-day simple moving average at the beginning of July to the all-time highest plot point to this September recent swing low that we made down to 32.09, and it gives me this fork projecting out a target at the median line of about 34.89 beginning tomorrow, rising to 35.09 by the end of the week. Now this is just here for something to shoot at out into the horizon. Obviously we go against these levels that are back here that we traded down so quickly at the beginning of September, but just in case there's some chop and there's some indecision and so forth, once we get through 3,400 and approach 3,500, this could be it. It could be, trying to tag this median line of this fork, and if it fails, we come back down and we would test the bottom of the rising fork if that were the case. So that's what's happening on the daily time frame as far as that's concerned. And right now, as of today, we did close back above 3,400 for the first time since back here on the day of the Fed meeting, which we get the minutes of on Wednesday. So we're trying to shoot against and trade back up into the range of this candle here from September 16th. And the main agenda on that day was that we made a new high for the week that day and then rolled over and failed. We made a high for the week and a higher high over the previous week, but it was kind of like a look above and fail. So getting to this 34.2892 level from the high on the day of the Fed meeting, I've got it written at a couple of ways. It's actually 34.2892. I think I might have it on the levels list as 34.2878, but it's actually whatever high this is here on the 16th, which according to my daily chart says 28.92. So we're just mincing words here, but basically it's that 34.28 level we're going after. And I wanted to point out something else in a little closer view of, well, we'll go to the weekly chart in a second as well. Here's the close-up of our roadmap, and I highlighted on the roadmap this Fed day that we're shooting against here. Looking at the simple moving averages, notice that the 10-day simple moving average has hooked around and is now a clearly rising line. It was just beginning to rise on Friday, but now it is definitely in a rising formation. And look at this, the 20-day is also flattening out, and it's going to start to rise. And we're going to have the 10-day crossing up through the 20-day and giving us a buy signal. And that's going to be what can power us higher above, whatever we traded to today. Now, granted, China's been off for a few days, and they get back online again tonight. So if they want to trade down the markets overnight regarding Trump's health, then maybe that's what happens. But if they go based on what the U.S. is saying about Trump getting released from the hospital and based on the rally that we saw today, maybe they're going to support this rally and we're going to push up higher overnight. And maybe we'll come into at least open flat, if not a little higher, and work our way right through this 24.2892 level tomorrow, and maybe even close above it as we wait on those Fed minutes on Wednesday. So that's something to think about for tomorrow. On our weekly time frame, you can see that we've put in we put in a gap open 1 week and then a second week in a row starting with this week. So our first 2 weeks of October have each been gap up opens. So we have unfilled gaps to Friday closes for the last 2 weeks in a row. So if things do all fall apart, these gaps are going to be important for us to come back and fill. Those will be targets, 33.48 and then 32.98. So if things really fall apart, that's what we'll be shooting at. But of course, on the way down to those levels, we would have to work our way through the simple moving averages and below Friday's, and into Friday's range. Okay, I hope that all makes sense. Sometimes the note doesn't come off very well when we're talking technicals about, how the 10 days curving up and so on and so forth. Sometimes it's just easier to show you on a video. So don't worry, I'm still going to write notes, and if there's something that happens overnight, I'll probably write a note in the morning. But for now, video seems to be working better to give you information about what's going on right now with the S&P 500. So that's it. Have a great rest of your evening. As always, good luck and good trading.